Hello and welcome to this ET Now special. We are now being joined by the owner of a new IPL team out of Lucknow. My guest is, of course, none other than Sanjeev Goenka, the winner of the Lucknow team. It's a second time for you, a homecoming of sorts. You have unfinished business as your previous Pune team had failed to defeat Mumbai in the final a few years ago. Now, Mr. Goenka, you have outbid so many. The rumor mills are including the Kotak, Adani, the owners of Manchester United to clinch the Lucknow team for a whopping 7,000 crore rupees. You have won a 2020 team, but you're going to have to show the mental fitness and physical fitness of a test player to actually make money.
I explained to you my calculation. It's a very simple economics-based calculation that I did. 7,090 crores is the enterprise value as we look at it. Now, what do you actually pay out to the BCCI? You pay out, on the one hand, 700 crores a year. On the other hand, you get revenues from BCCI. So you have a net payment. 700 is the gross payment, and the actual figure will be a net payment. In year one, that will be roughly about 500 crores. Year two onwards, that will be somewhere between 250, 260, 270, 280, 290 crores, that ballpark. And that will be from year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then year 7, 8, 9, 10, it will probably go down to about 100, 150. So you're looking at a total outflow to BCCI on a net basis, net of the franchise revenue that you get from BCCI, the broadcast revenue, the sponsorship revenue, of about 1,900 crores. And your operational deficit will be some 200-300 crores. So you're looking at a net outgo in terms of cash of about 21, 22, 23, 2,400 crores. So that is the cost of acquisition of an IPL team, which also is spread over 10 years. You're not paying upfront. Now, take a pessimistic scenario, and you get to a total figure at the theoretical worst of about 3,000 crores or 3,100 crores. The net present value of that is 2,200 crores. So that's the way I look at it. And the valuation of this would certainly be, CSK is already a unicorn. In 3 years, you'd expect it to become from 1 billion to at least 1.5 billion. That's 10,000 crores or there or plus. And that would be reflected in the valuation of all the franchises. So for a net investment of 2,200, 2,300 crores, if you get to a valuation of 10,000 crores in 4 years or 5 years, I think it's a pretty good deal.
Oh, it sounds like a very good deal. Are you also then saying that maybe one doesn't need to exhibit the skills of a test cricketer, that these are the times of the 2020 skills when it comes to making money and owning sports teams as well? But Mr. Goenka, there will be costs involved in acquiring players, in brand building exercises, coaches, ground staff.
As I said, there'll be an operational deficit as well. So when I look at the entire number of 3,000, 3,100, it includes the payment I make to BCCI on a net basis, plus the deficit that I have on the cricketing operations. So it's a combination. So that's really what it is.
Fair point. you brought up CSK, which is, the richest IPL team. The IPL itself is, of course, one of the richest franchises in the world, last valued at about 50,000 crore rupees. But Mr. Goenka, you have unfinished business when it comes to IPL. I was referring to that match which was lost to the Mumbai Indians. How are you going to ensure that doesn't happen again, and this time you bring the trophy home, this time in Lucknow?
Well, frankly, losing any game is disappointing, but what sport teaches you is that winning and losing is part of the game. It's part of the deal. So don't get too excited about victories and don't get too disappointed with losses. We lost to a better team, a team that played better in the final that time. Yes, it was disappointing to lose, of course. But having said that, Mumbai Indians played better than we played. They kept their nerve better than we did, and they deserve to win. So I have no regrets. But yes, being a franchise owner, every franchise owner would hope to carry home the IPL trophy at some stage. And that is also my aspiration.
Are you going to look for partners when it comes to the Lucknow team? Could we see that happen at all? Or do you want to be the sole owner?
I don't believe I'm really cut for partnerships. So, I mean, no, I'm not looking for partnerships at this stage.
You're not going to offload any stake, no joint ventures, none of that.
That option to offload stake over a period of time is always there. If the valuations become like 1.5 billion, 2 billion, then one can always evaluate that option 3, 4, 5 years down the road. But, I mean, I'm seeing it as a great investment. I don't see the need to divest anything at this stage.
So you want to be a team player on the field, but not off the field, Mr. Goenka. That's the sense I'm getting. Now, who's the one player you would love to have on your team, which could be which is like non-negotiable for you? You have to have that player.
No.
Do you have such a name in mind?
No. I mean, please understand that the BCCI will have a retention policy for existing franchise owners. So whether they will allow 3 players to be retained or 4 or 2, I don't know. But clearly the top several players will be retained by the existing franchise owners. So we will get the next lot of players. So it's not about what I wish, it's about the pool that would be made available to us. And we would have to choose from within that pool.
You have a brand, Too Yum, right? Which is endorsed by Virat Kohli. Your love for cricket is well known. Can I connect the dots?
Frankly, I think you're seeing too much connection between the dots. Virat has already said as long as he plays IPL, he will play only for Bangalore. So, Virat is a friend. Virat and I do things together. We are partners in a couple of ventures. And Virat and I have a great relationship. But Virat is a committed Bangalore player. Rohit Sharma is a committed Mumbai player. MS Dhoni is a committed Chennai player. So, that's the reality.
But I don't expect you to give us your top list over here. The names are obviously very obvious when it comes to it. But Mr. Goenka, you had brought up CSK, and since we are also on a business news channel, the next big thing is, of course, supposed to be sports. I can never forget that conversation we saw live between Mr. Satya Nadella, the global chief of Microsoft, and Mukesh Ambani of RIL, saying how esports and sports is going to become bigger than shopping and television in India. So keeping that in mind, can you share with us some of the plans we might see from your team so it becomes a money spinner like CSK?
Well, I think the valuations for this franchise will clearly grow. You will see, we hope you will see some innovative marketing from us. You will see some innovative branding from us. But work needs to begin now. We have a team in place from our Pune experience, and that team has to get on to working now in right earnest. We don't have too much time, so they have to work 24/7 to give shape to our aspirations.
Unlike Pune, now you're going to be from Lucknow. Now, the state of UP can be the size, they say, of 7 countries. Is that going to be also a game changer of sorts?
I believe it can be. There's just such a huge hinterland, and there is no big sporting activity as yet which is housed in Lucknow. So this will be the first time a sport like IPL will be played in Lucknow, with Lucknow having a team. And I do believe that can create a lot of emotional connect.
What are some of the lessons you may have learned from your Pune experience, which you will put to use in Lucknow?
But having a young team does not mean you are not capable of winning. In Pune, we had a very young team. You had players like Rahul Chahar, Washington Sundar, Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, all of whom are national level players today, who sort of got their prominence initially with Rising Pune Supergiant. You can actually build a fighting unit with a young team. So I think that was the big learning, and that is what we will try and see if we can redo.
Okay. You know what has also worked in the case of CSK and in a sense for Kolkata as well, the way they have given back to the city and the stadiums in particular, the infrastructure. India Cements, that way is very well laid out. Do you plan to do that too? And how?
Well, right now it's less than 24 hours since we've got the franchise. I think, about infrastructure, stadiums, it's a little too premature to talk about it. But I do believe the Lucknow Stadium is very good. The Atal Bihari Vajpayee Stadium that's been built in Lucknow is, I'm told, very, very good.
So Goenka, when you've done the math for us and made it sound like, it's a sitting duck which can become a unicorn in almost no time, look at the names that you were up against. They would have had the same Excel sheets, the same math. What do you think clinched it for you besides the size? Like, how did you calculate so differently that you were willing to bid 7,090 crores that maybe an Adani or a Kotak or a Torrent or an Aurobindo or Bollywood stars or Manchester United team owners did not?
I don't know what they did, and I don't know how they thought. And frankly, it's not for me to say. They're far senior to me in the field of business. They're far bigger than me. But I explained to you the way I looked at it. And I do believe sports is a great area to be in for value creation. Nobody thought of, when today somebody buys a digital operation for 10,000 crores, you say, wah, 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 bahut acha kiya, ye to 20,000 hoga. Sports has not yet got that recognition. But I believe that recognition is due for sport. So I'm very clear in the way I looked at it. I've explained it to you very transparently. That was my approach. Right, wrong, good, bad, I don't know. But that's the way I looked at it.
Fair point. But you know what is also different for the time when CSK, for example, which is the only unicorn we really have right now from IPL, is times have changed. Like you said, wow, wow, wow for all the digital startups that are getting those big fat checks. The amount of liquidity that we have, the kind of cash that is out there, do you think it's going to become easier and quicker to achieve that unicorn status?
Possibly, possibly. But when you do financial calculations, you're always conservative. But that doesn't mean you do not aspire for it to happen earlier than you had hoped or projected.
Do you have a name in mind as yet? Even
Not
if you don't
yet.
share it with us, do you already have one?
No, not yet. It's too soon.
Do you have a coach in mind?
Too soon.
Do you have a coach in mind?
Too soon. There are a few names that are in
So
mind.
Goenka, you submit $1 billion bid without thinking of all of that. I don't believe it. You can tell me. You don't want to tell me.
Well, honestly, for the coach, there are a few names in mind, but it's very early thoughts. It's not like conclusive thoughts at all, and we've not initiated dialogue yet with anybody.
And just because they will have two new teams, the next IPL auctions, would they be, you expect them to be the biggest and the most expensive ones?
Sorry, repeat that question, please.
There will be two new teams that are entering now, and just the way cricket has been moving and things like that, the next IPL auction, do you expect it to be the biggest ever?
Well, I think when you have an auction for 10 teams as opposed to 8 teams, it's bigger than that. But whether it will be the biggest ever or not, frankly, I've not looked at the history, so I don't know. But this will be big. You know, it'll be like there'll be a certain amount of retention by the existing franchise owners, but almost everybody will have to get down to rebuilding a team. So yes, in that sense, it will be a big auction for sure.
Your bid is so aggressive, and I'm going to make this my final question. Why did you choose Lucknow and not Ahmedabad?
You know, we have operations in Lucknow. In the state of UP. We distribute power in Greater Noida. The state of UP is a very important base for Spencer's as a retail unit. We source a lot of our FMCG products from UP. And we do believe it's a state that's starved for this kind of spot. And we do believe the potential is large. It is the largest state in the country. It has a population that's crying for recognition in a way. And so we do believe that opportunity is tremendous. And not that Ahmedabad is not. I mean, Ahmedabad is a great opportunity. But we're just a little more familiar with Lucknow than with Ahmedabad.
And there could be synergies between your existing businesses there and the IPL team, or it's going to be completely at an arm's length?
They will be at arm's length, totally. But that doesn't mean there will be no collaboration. I mean, there could well be. But fundamentally, all our units operate at the operational level at arm's length. But then there is an umbilical cord, which is the shareholding.
Mr. Goenka, my last question, it'll be a little cheeky one. Doesn't mean you'll get the player in your team. Right now, who is currently playing your most, the player you love the most at the moment? You can even say Afridi if you want. I don't know if you want to. But who is your most favorite player at the moment?
There are too many favorites, so I'm not going to give any one name.
spoken like a true politician and a businessman and now an IPL team owner. He has to love all his team players, doesn't he? With that, Mr. Goenka, I'd like to thank you for joining us here on ET